Hey, um, hey future Andy. It's been 2 years and 7 months since my last update video. Yeah, a lot has happened the past few years. Still working on the discipline, of course. It's self-learning is definitely a very long process. But yeah, I'm just here to give a report. It's been a long time since I've made one of these kind of videos where I had some time to self-reflect about what's been happening the past 2 or 3 years and so forth. And there's a lot of key changes in my life. So, future Andy, if you're watching this video, you are currently in a really great spot. Um, I'm really happy and very blessed. As of last year, you found a very loving and caring partner, and that's taking you to definitely a lot of different places in life. So currently, if you don't recognize this background, you're currently living with your partner, and that's great. You moved out. That's a really big stepping stone in life, and I'm so very proud of you. Yeah, you've done quite a bit of job hopping. This year you've worked at Lululemon, and it's been one hell of a stressful year. But you managed to find some other place with a senior title. So props to that. Relationship check. Um, job life check. Friends is difficult. Unfortunately, last year you lost a really good friend due to your own personal reasons, and you've made a lot of mistakes to lose that friend's trust. And so I think the key takeaway from that incident is to definitely there's things you uh, can't say, right? You said some wrong things, and you have to forgive yourself for those kind of things, right? And it's unfortunate those things happened, right? And the best you can do is really live up to what you can be and trust your friends more. Yeah, that's one thing I want to impart onto you. But yeah, regretful that I lost a really good friend along the way. But sometimes you make mistakes and you got to live with them, and then you got to move on and learn. So yeah. So friends, I talked about my girlfriend. I talked about finances. Yeah, finances are doing pretty good. I think you're in a pretty decent place. I built a nice solid nest egg that will last me quite some time. So gonna try to keep building that up, and maybe one day I'll even start a family. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to that. Yeah, aside from that, I talked about my job, I talked about my friends. Friends, I mean, I also made more friends as well along the way. I've met a really awesome person who's hooked me up with another job. Games and hobbies, you still play video games quite a bit, and that's part of life. You enjoy it. It's after work, you're really tired and very stressed out, and you want to just decompress. I've been trying to sneak in gym, um, so trying to see if I can squeeze it in because starting next Monday, you'll be working at a new job. So really happy for you there. That's a big accomplishment as well, and especially in this economy and in this market. But yeah, and for other those who are watching these future Andy vlogs, yeah, I'm surprised you're still watching these. It's been literally 2 years since my last minute upload, so kind of shocked that you're still here watching this kind of stuff. But either way, I appreciate you guys for sitting down to watch these videos of mine. But yeah, I know I just been very tired, tired, and just been worn down due to the corporate wage slave life. But you're making it through, and you're just a lot of good things in life. Um, yeah, I know, just excited. This new job, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., and then you can squeeze in a gym, and things will definitely get better. But yeah, yeah, no, just always be you, be true to yourself. Support those around you, of course. Always give up those good vibes, those good energy. I think my five core values have relatively stayed the same. That good vibe energy, family and friends, trying to build that discipline. But yeah, it's been getting better. Definitely ever since I moved out 6 months ago, life has been a long learning adventure, and I'm very blessed to have a partner that can support me, and I support her, and things are really really good. We share the same values, and yeah, I'm so very blessed to have a really nice relationship. But yeah, things have been pretty good. It's just, I feel like I grew out of the whole alpha Andy phase, and maybe he's become one with me. Like, I don't know. It's been quite the adventure, I'd say. But yeah, no, I've lost, a few friends, but I've also gained a few friends, right? And I think through those losses, you learn a lot of things about yourself and things that you could have done better. And yeah, without getting too any details, right? And without getting to any personal details, in case those people are watching, right? If you guys are watching, and like for those that I've wronged, like again, I deeply regret my actions. But yeah, yeah, this is another story for another day. It's been quite some time. So I talked about family. Family's good. Oh, families are very. I kind of miss my younger brother. I just update on that. He definitely went down to the States with my rapper friend. So I'm very happy that he's making it big out there. Shout out to Eric Rippard, great guy, a great rapper, great music. So there's Eric Rippard, and then there's friends, family, type of family. Yeah, I know grandparents are getting old. You try to make your best to see them once a week, and once a week is a good amount of time. Family is very difficult to make time for nowadays, but I think at the end of the day in life, family is really all that you got when things get tough, especially in these very difficult economic times ahead, where I've seen a lot of things in Vancouver, and it's definitely a state of reflection of how crazy the world is. But I feel like in this crazy world, you got to be that shining spark. You got to be the spark that pushes you forward, and you got to chuckle on, do your best, and, not take life too seriously, because this life is pretty short, and you got to take your time to enjoy it. But yeah, I've been rambling too much about the general things for the past 7 minutes. So hopefully, I just want to say, you're a great at future Andy. If you're watching this, I hope you're in a much better position with your physical health and mental health, of course. Mental health, you're doing pretty good, but still definitely burnt out due to a very stressful year of work. Anyways, I will talk to you later. And once again, future Andy, thank you for watching. I love you. Do your best. And yeah, whenever what happens, rewatch this. I believe you're a great person. So do what you can do. And yeah, we'll talk later. See you around. Peace.